I've literally watched Tosh grow up from a baby, you know, and Judah. You can see the DNA in his style is like, it's very similar to Joel, but it's different. It's got a lot of similarities. His footwork and his timing is real similar to Joel, his approach to the wave, but he's got his own flavor. So I just kind of take, you know, Joel's direction, and then he and I work so long together that it fits into Tosh really well, because Tosh can add his flavor, the way he's going to surf the board, very easily. Trying to hit the balance with watching Tosh's development with what Joel's explained to me at the same time, and it looks like we got pretty close.
I can understand it. Be the beat bandit who bring heat for the mic, unhanded. Whoever go after burn their hands and lips. A lot of rappers ran and abandoned their whips. It's just another day in the dunya. Don't leave your girl around B, he might swoon her. Up under the window, serenade her like a crooner. Stay ahead of the game and cut her off sooner rather later. Use her to gather data. Scoop it in the butter soft boom roof navigator. Or the land, or the Lex, or the Benz. 116th by the hours from the African. But they won't let you push them. One tried to get fly, I almost had to mush him. If I wanted to rob him, I would've wore a mask. Hit him with the fold to the dough and toe ass. Want not, waste not, front not. They didn't see him dipping to the 50-cent blunt spot. We walk the town with space boots, space suits. Fucked up cut, but she still say his face cute. Told the streets what you staring at. The sewer cap opened up and said, why you wearing that? He said, oh, you wanna snap this face? The way you be in everybody's business is a disgrace. At the park gate, park, who goes there? It's V, the MC, who's nasty as nose hair. You may go, he said, you should have been say so. Tipped him in cash from Argentinian pesos. There you go, my good man. Buy something nice for the seed. And please keep it moving twice the speed. Consider that you're fair born, or else I'll bring it to you express like airborne. Vaughn, drop a turd on the beat and shout out that little bird from the word on the street. He write Vic in a sick demented hand style and go bomb it with a chick who whipped the rented man wild. All he say is you nuts. He really had enough of pool putts and crew cuts. Soup's on, and I got a coupon. Chinese restaurant asking for the great coupon. He said no, duck sauce, soy sauce. And this ain't no Burger King, so you don't get no toy, boss. Uh-oh, it's 11 o'clock, I think I'm sober. How about we think this over a can of King Cobra? You ain't nicer than a lunatic shyster, aka the Vicster or the Vic Meister. He wonder should he get a baldy, or keep his edge up V-shaped like Mama Waldy. That is the question, they wonder why he always wear the hats in the session. New drink, named it after Chong daughter, triple shot of yak with the chaser of bong water. Be a strong supporter, triple shot of yak with the chaser of bong water. I dare ya. Come on, bring the slaughter. Y'all scared. Come on, bring the slaughter. Come on, bring the slaughter. I dare ya.
Spilling the LSD soul. Joel Tudor Surfboards. THC. 2 surfboard labels. What does it mean? We don't know. Hey, what up?
Congrats. You had a big premiere, bro.
Yeah,
nice. What's his name out there? Majid?
Majid's out there, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It's really fun. He just walked down.
There you go.
Sweet. Have fun.
Dude, how was the premiere, Tosh?
stoked. Kind of forgot what happened. I was so nervous, but after it all went down, I was just happy that everyone seemed to enjoy it and that I don't have to stress about it for another 8 months.
I know you're showing it in Florida, but what's the plan after that?
I think we might do a few more premieres. One maybe up in Costa Mesa. Kind of gonna see the online release of it. I'd probably say will be at some point beginning or middle of next month. So it gives time for some mystery to go through, you know. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool now getting to this stage where I got everyone's opinions or some people's opinions about it. So it's a little less stressful.
Was it cool to show it at La Paloma too?
Yeah, so special. I've always wanted to premiere something there since I was like probably, I don't even know how old, probably like my brother's age, if not younger. And this was cool to like walk in and test it the one day with no one around and just get to be there and be like, holy shit, this is happening, wow. And then last night I was just like so stressed on making sure everyone got in, even people who didn't get tickets, and like just stoked it flowed nicely and just, yeah, really cool seeing that finally happen.
What do you think of Tosh's movie, Justin?
Thought it was epic. Proud of the Grom. Him and Cameron did a great job. I just want to get tubed now.
The critics are saying that all they want to do now is get tubed.
That's what I heard. Oh, fuck, that's what we were going for.
When did you be like, yo, I want to like do my own film?
It was probably like, honestly, 2.5 years ago. I was like, I was at La Paloma. I watched a friend premiere a movie, or I think, what's his name? Brian, John, like the, what's Bee Sting Television?
Oh, yeah.
The Seaside one. I don't know, it's just like, everyone, yeah. Everyone from Seaside and from home was like in the movie featured. It was just sick. All of them were showing. I was like, it was so sick. It's so sick that we're watching this at La Paloma. I was like, fuck, I want to make something.
Yeah.
And then I kind of like had the idea like 2 years ago and tried to execute it, and didn't work out the first year. Just like travel kind of went down and like just, I don't know, it didn't really work out. And then a couple good trips and I still just saved footage. And then just everything this year worked out and got good waves and met the right people to film, and just like didn't have to spend a lot of money traveling because I was staying in one spot and like finding cheap flights, and everything worked out. And then this winter in Hawaii was pumping and the winter home was pumping, so just got as much as I could and used a couple things from the 2 years past. But that was just for the Mexico part. But that's it.
Yeah, that part. That was my favorite part.
That was your favorite part?
The part was the sickest part.
That was the sickest part. That's probably mine too.
All right, let's go get Quinny.
Hey, Richie.
Yeah, how was your premiere last night?
Went good. I was stoked. Yeah. Wait, when did we go? Yeah, it might still be good. That's still good, right? First Wayne Richboard ever, yeah. I've rode my dad's ones before, but never like made to my size. Always like his weird trip, my dad's weird trip, not Wayne's. But yeah, first time riding it last couple days, and feels really, really good. And it's cool finally getting a board from Wayne and getting to try to figure it out. But it feels really good already, so I'm stoked.
What do you think it is about his board that makes everyone from like your dad to like Devin to like all different types of surfers are like attracted to his boards, like the way they work or something? But what do you think it is?
I think it's, I mean, I could be so wrong here. My dad will probably like write something on Instagram saying I'm fucking blowing it by saying that, but I think honestly it's that from what I've noticed, the way he makes his bottoms, like anything with his bottoms is always so cool. I don't know, like my dad had a board where the bottom was like fully rolled and you could like even see it kind of when he was like surfing like high tide. I think he made a video, it was called like Cool Runnings or something, and he's on that board. The bottom on that board was super rolled. And then the bottom on this board's like super particular too, like the way the concave goes up and the way it is back here, like it's like way different than a lot of other shapers, I'd say. Like sometimes a lot of them have very similar bottoms all the way, always. Like concave up top. There you go. Or like, I don't know. These ones are like so crazy. I'd say like, yeah, what I'm looking forward to most in boards and what I really like about this board probably is, or just any of Wayne's boards, is yeah, they do like flow really nicely. Like they feel like some logs it's very like kind of snappy, or like, okay, I'm just gonna set it up right here. Here's this thing's gonna nose right insane through here, and then it's kind of like a little weird once I get off the tail to like go do a turn. Or like I feel like with Wayne's boards, like if you watch Devin surf, or if you watch old clips of my dad and stuff, like it's very like same type of like line the whole way through. I feel like where it's like you get to nose and you're just the momentum and like the way it like flows and the way it like you're not like digging or at all. It's like kind of just like one slow like steering a boat almost type of thing. That's kind of what I felt like today. Maybe it was the fin too, which I could change, but like it felt like very like boaty, like just like really nice and like really smooth and flowy. Like I don't know much about boat mechanics, but when you go on a boat, you're not like whipping it. It's like very like woo, like really nice, and then it's really nice back. That's how it felt here. Like I couldn't like, if I whipped it all gnarly, it just would have looked bad. So, which I think I did. Like, there's probably a clip of me going like, but on the couple turns I did do, it felt really like just nice and smooth, and you could come back smooth back up. So.
What is like the first thing when you get a brand new longboard? What's like the first thing that your eyes go to immediately? What's the first thing you look at?
First thing I look at is the color. Color sucks. I'm over it. I'm so bummed. I'm like, oh, really? Like, sick. You got me like a hot pink board, epic. And that's actually the issue. Is some people just look at the color and like, oh, this board's sick. And honestly, it could actually be fully like deceptive too. Like you look at a board and like the colors look so good to you, they make you just convince yourself the board's good. Where like you'll get like a board that's like some awkward like weird, I don't know, like brown board or something. And you're like, this board works good, but it doesn't look right, it doesn't feel right. I don't know. Color I look at, I probably just like primarily the rails. I feel like the rails you see like pretty instantly. Like, are the rails like nice and rounded, or are they fucking like too pinched in? Like, how does that look? I think this is the checklist. You go, look at the color, look at the thickness rails, look at the length and the width, and then you look at the bottom and the concave and the rocker. Is that the 4? So, color. What is it? Okay, so color, width and rails, length, concave. Yeah. And then the final 5 is rocker. I mean, this is probably the most important.
The tail, right?
The tail, huh? The tail rocker. How much rocker? I haven't even looked at the rocker on this thing.
It looked kind of cool when you were showing me earlier. I feel like it.
Oh yeah, look at the tail.
Yeah, right.
That's what's most important. The tail rocker.
What would you say is like the #1 difference between like a board that you really like versus like one that your dad rides?
I don't know. My dad is like, I think he's so. Oh, there he is. Why don't you ask him? I don't know. Probably with him, in his case, is he like is really particular with just like thickness. He loves thick surfboards, even though he paddles just fine on a narrow surfboard. Probably maybe even surfs better on that, but he just like, I think he's so addicted to like the old board feel that that can't like change for him, where I don't like that. I want like more something I can maneuver better because I'm younger. I'm sure the older I get, like time goes on, you want to just cruise more like him. So yeah, it's probably I'd say he just like, he looks for a more like super boaty type feel, like an old rusty boat. That's what he's looking for, like just real nice and smooth, and then like he'll like make it look good, where I'm like, just give me that nice fine-tuned boat and I'm gonna try to figure it out and like not have to worry about some weird malfunction in the boat system. Definitely, I think I've taken it for granted the last like 2 years and not paid as much attention to the fact that I have such like great resources like LSD and the surfboard company to like work on that, and it's just been good to like also the last couple of years like get to try a lot of different boards and figure out like what I like, you know, and have some freedom there. But it's now like it's cool to like go in and talk with like Joe Blair or talk with other people and just try to like fine tune it. And obviously the guys at the factory are so cool, and like the fact that I get to just get these beautiful glass jobs and like boards that are like just really made well by good, cool people is like, I'm so lucky for that. So that is really cool, and I've definitely taken it for granted last 2 years, but now I've like realized how lucky I am for it. Now that I've got like this last year got some boards that I know how they work and they worked really well for me, I can kind of, having them programmed, like go and like maybe make some minute differences and stuff and like fix that up. So yeah, it'll definitely be cool to make some like cool tube shooters or like with this board. I feel like with the log side of it is like a lot more simplistic, I'd say a little bit, kinda. I've ridden enough logs when I was younger and just know what I like and stuff, and then like you can get weirder and make some like cool diamond tail log if like I want to go surf big bells or something, which would be sick. I don't know, there's so many ideas.
Yeah.
I definitely want to branch out and keep trying that, like keep trying to make cooler surfboards. And
are there any younger shapers or kids around your age who you see doing shit that you're like, whoa, it'd be cool to maybe like test out doing shit with them?
Probably like Gato is just, I don't know.
Wait, who? Ian or?
Ian, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I saw him in Hawaii recently. I forgot. Like he surfs so damn good on so many different. Like any board you give him, he surfs so well.
Yeah.
So I'd be just stoked to like surf with him more. Zach is like the best Swiss surfer alive. Like every time he posts something, how's the sick as his YouTube too?
Yeah.
He's been killing it. Like, are you saying like the shaper type of person?
Well, no, I hear what you're saying. Like that's it. Yeah.
I mean, it's probably
getting them
Zach
to surf some of your boards too.
Oh yeah. Who would be sick? Let's just get John on one of them. He probably surfs so good on it. Just blow me beyond belief out of the water. Just like arm. I don't even know. He'd probably rip this thing. Little Florence cross steps to the nose.
Would you say that there's some sort of translation between nose riding and barrel riding?
I think definitely maybe it was easier to adapt to getting barreled because of longboarding, because you look for the same type of thing when you nose ride it. You look for like the hollowest, most like pocket of the wave. Like you're literally like trying to backdoor the most hollow, most pockety part of the wave, just like how you're trying to do it like trying to get barreled. Like you're trying to backdoor this perfect bit. Same thing. You want to do that with a nose ride. Like I think like every session I'll have one where I'm like, damn, I could have been like deeper, like in the pocket when I nose rode that way, or like I should have like faded it more. Like just like if you like catch a barrel, you're like, oh damn, I should have like stalled harder, or I should have set myself deeper so that once I dig into that part, I could have like got the full maximum like potential of that section. Just like with the nose ride, like you are getting to the wave and you're like, okay, I need to fade this and be on the nose as long as possible through this bit so that it'll like all work out. Or like you want to get off sooner and do a turn, or like you want to get barreled and come out and do a turn after. It's like this, literally I think it's just the same thing, except you have like to make the drop when you're getting barreled. Only big difference is you gotta make the drop. Otherwise, same thing except the whole paddling in and, you know, trying to get into the waves type of deal. Where with a log, it's like ridiculously easy.
Where's a wave that you haven't been to yet that you're like, fuck, I need to get there?
I haven't been to Tahiti. I really want to go there. That's like probably like number one on my bucket list. I'd love to go there. And then for a log, a wave that I would love to go do a log, and I still haven't been, but Saladita would be sick. I still haven't been, or like Pavones would be sick for the log. Like one of those two. I feel like I've never gotten to like a real good left point for a log, which I'd be psyched on.
Yeah.
Like Malibu's, Noosa and stuff, like been there.
Nice,
So I don't know. Like so many times, like I've gone on trips this year, didn't have a log, and then someone there's like, oh, like you gotta like bring your log. There's this crazy log wave, and I'll go look at it, and it's just the most perfect like waist high, like perfect left and right peak on this perfect reef, like the dreamiest Cardiff ever. And I'm like, oh, damn it. Like, I guess I'm just gonna not surf and just eat all day. And I could be logging and like having the best time ever. I was like, I'm not gonna ride a fish out there. The struggles of trying to convince yourself you're a free surfer when at heart you should be a longboarder.
If someone wanted to order one of these things, could they DM Kazu at Resin Craft or what?
Yeah, I think so. Or yeah, they just scanned it. So I mean, yeah, if you want to get this thing, it's there. It's scanned. You just have to say, hey, that video, that board that was in that video, I want that one. So I think that's how it works. I think yeah, just DM Resin Craft or THC Surfboards has an Instagram too. Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Just checking out these boards real quick.
Looks nice. Nice color. Yellow. Beautiful.
Hey, it's the color every time. What I tell you, dimensions, fucking width, thickness. Nah. What color is it?
Fin looks okay. I mean, it could be a little wider. I think we can fix the fin. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta.
I didn't turn it. It felt really good, but it was like also like it's not really the fin. If I would take the fin out of the one that Quinny had and put it in that, that's the fin. This one's. That's like a harbor fin, which is cool, but it's not the fin for it. The board works really good. It's just too narrow in the tip for like the fin to have any bite, you know? That make any sense? Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's skinny, it's cool, but it's not gonna like do what you want it to do. There's way too much hip on it for a fin that narrow. Yeah. All right, cool.
I heard that you're going to the East Coast to do a whole fin seminar, actually.
That's right. Just bring your board and I'll tell you what you need. Yeah, that fin's funky too, dude. It's like, look at how much is sticking out of the tail.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Like, I hate to tell you, that's going to make an effect when you have that much shit stick. You heard it here first. Get a good fin. Board will work good. Take that fin out of the one that Quinny has. All right, here, everybody. At least the color's nice.
You know what's cool about Tosh's development is Joel didn't push him. He hasn't pushed either one of the boys. He let him want to surf. And it wasn't until I remember I was there with Tosh's first contest he surfed in at Malibu. I was there on the beach as Joel put him in the water and helping him. And I think he must have been 10 or 12. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But he wasn't, and he, you know, it was just go have fun. Go have fun.